start from the beginning and look into the camera?
So I was at IHOP one day when I was like around 5 and I had to go to use the restroom. My father, my mother, and all 3 of my sisters were there, and so I went to use the restroom by myself, and apparently I went and I couldn't get my pants up, so I had to go up in the lobby, which was all the way across the building. So I walked all the way across the building in the middle of like the busiest time possible with my pants down, underwear up, asking my mom if she could help me to pull my pants up. And as I was walking back, I was told that almost the entire building was laughing, and my mom just said that she heard a wave of like laughing coming towards her, and she started getting a little angsty. And then she looked over and I was there with my pants down and I was asking her for help.
So when I was a baby, I was outside and sitting in my car seat, and this dog who was in our neighborhood just came up to lick me. But me being a baby, I didn't understand, and so I thought he was attacking me. And so for years after that, I had like a big fear of animals, most specifically dogs, just from that one event. I just kind of realized that it's just a dog and that most dogs won't harm me.
Okay, so every year one of my best friends goes to India, and one year she invited me along with her to go on the trip, and I was really excited. This was the summer before freshman year, I'm pretty sure, or it was the summer after freshman year, but we were going to India, and one of the events was to go to a palace. It was a really fancy palace and have high tea there, and we like dressed up, and it was this huge event. And so like we walked into the palace, and it was this huge thing with like, there was a live pianist playing, there was white tablecloths, there was like a bunch of servers, and we sit down, we're enjoying our tea, everything's going great. And then this one server comes out with a platter of a bunch of biscuits and jelly on it, and he hands the platter to me, and I, being my clumsy, like, unbalanced self, have the platter, and it like falls out of my hand on the table, and the biscuits start bouncing everywhere. One of them actually falls on my water glass and like splashes, and then the jelly falls all over the white tablecloth, and it made a huge bang because it was a metal platter, and like everyone turns and looks at me, and I feel like the pianist stopped playing, but I don't know. And then I was so embarrassed because I was like, wow, I just like ruined this fancy dinner at like a palace in India. And a bunch of servers rushed over and start cleaning up the jelly off the white tablecloth. And then there was a huge like purple stain, and I was like, oh man, that was so embarrassing. I'm so sorry to like Rudy's family. And Rudy was like, don't worry, Olivia. Rudy was my friend who I went on a trip with. And she was like, don't worry, Olivia, like, this is in India, you're never gonna see any of these people again, okay? And I was like, you know, you're right, it's good. And that's what I thought. But then, like a week later, we went to a completely other part of India, and it was like 400 miles away. We had to take a plane to get to that part of India, and we were at a resort and like eating at one of the restaurants in it, and our waiter walks over to the table and like asks, is this the girl that spilled the jelly in the palace? And I was like, oh my goodness, like someone recognized me and knew I was the person who spilled the jelly in a completely different part of India, and like the whole table was laughing. Rudy thought it was so funny that this guy recognized me after saying like, you'll never see any of these people again. But yeah, that was really embarrassing, and I can't believe like some person recognized me in another part of India, but yeah.